So you'll see when you read the Bhagavad Gita that it reads more like a philosophical poem. It's different from kind of the Western prose of many philosophers that we have read today. And that's why I think it's open to, different interpretations, like so many other religious texts are, right? The Bhagavad Gita is no different. But we see kind of in the opening that Arjuna, who's part of this warrior caste, he is charged with having to kill people that he knows, right? He talks about how he doesn't want to kill his cousins, he doesn't want to kill his teachers, he doesn't want to kill these people that he cares about, and he also doesn't want to kill strangers. And so he is talking to Lord Krishna, who is his charioteer, who is basically saying, okay, you know what, like, this is what we need to do. You need to kill people, not because it's fun to kill people, right? Not because you're going to gain something wonderful from killing people, but because you need to fulfill your sacred dharma, you need to fulfill your sacred duty. And so part of what Arjuna is scared of is that he's going to violate the cosmic order by killing people, right? Which is a very understandable response. But Lord Krishna is saying, no, I mean, I'm the supreme God and I'm willing you to kill people. So you're actually helping restore the cosmic order. You're helping kind of propel karma into its natural intrinsic form here. And so we see here how there's this duty of, okay, Arjuna needs to fulfill his warrior duty insofar as he's part of this warrior caste and he's part of the Pandava family that is at war. And so he is a proponent of nonviolence, but then being nonviolent in this case would basically kind of violate the idea of duty, of dharma. And so we see this theme here that I think many of us have read in other tales and other religious texts and philosophies of sacrifice, and needing to devote yourself to a cause, needing to devote yourself to a god or to another person, whatever it may be. And so we see how there's this external conflict, but what's really the most important, and I think the most relatable, is this internal conflict that Arjuna is experiencing, this internal conflict of, okay, I don't want to kill people, but I'm being charged with having to kill people that I care about. And so there's this struggle with passion, right? With what you want to do versus what you think you should be doing. And part of the moral of the story here is that you should be acting for the sake of duty, right? That Kantian idea that you shouldn't be acting based off of passion or whim, because it can change, right? What we want to do, what we desire, what we think is right can change very quickly. So that's why we have to fulfill this universal dharma, this universal duty, because it will help restore the cosmic order. And also part of Lord Krishna's argument here is that destruction is inevitable. It is a part of the cosmos, right? We have Hindu gods who embody this idea of destruction, because it's just part of the world, part of the universe, unfortunately. So it is something that we have to do, more or less, right? Not all of us are going to be faced with having to kill people, but sometimes we experience situations where we might think, oh, I'm going to hurt this person if I do this, emotionally or mentally. And so what do I do? And we don't all have Lord Krishna to talk to about this, but Arjuna does. And so you see the struggle throughout the Bhagavad Gita, right? He doesn't really know what he wants to do. He can't figure out what he should do even, right? But with Lord Krishna, he's basically telling Arjuna, okay, you're not killing these people's souls or selves, you're killing their bodies, and you're fulfilling your dharma, so you need to do this. And so we see the outcome here is that Arjuna realizes, okay, I need to kill people, and he feels free in a way. So there's this freedom that comes with disciplined action, where, and if you're familiar with Kant, this comes up as well, but the idea that you're not just subject constantly to your whims and your passions and your desires, but you are thinking about it in terms of what should I do? Because many of us are so kind of consumed and taken by our emotions that we don't really know how to kind of navigate that. And so if we're able to act for the sake of duty, for the sake of dharma, then we are able to transcend that, misery that comes with our passions. We're able to achieve freedom and engage in this disciplined action that will help people through restoring the cosmic order. You're helping bring order to chaos, even though it doesn't really feel like that for Arjuna. So that's kind of the major morale of the story in a way, if you want to think about it, right? There's obviously a lot more to this, but I really wanted to think about the idea of duty and having differing ethical duties, and how do we navigate that, and how do we navigate these conflicting duties between the society we live in versus our religion or spirituality or lack thereof. How do we navigate these conflicting duties that we have to different individuals and ourselves? And I think part of thinking about this too is considering ourselves in relation to the cosmic order. We aren't just a sole individual whose actions don't impact one another, but our existence from the perspective of Buddhism is connected to other people's existence, and helping maintain the universal order is fulfilling your duty, fulfilling your dharma. So that's kind of just a brief run through of the Bhagavad Gita.